Sundar Pichai was out at a conference this week. He made a statement about Waymo. He alluded that the Great Highway Unlock is coming next year. I know we talk about that. Do we potentially get the Great Highway Unlock by December 31st, 2025?
When I look at that statement or hear that statement, when you say next year, when you and I were thinking it was like, should be like next month or next week, given, I actually saw those cars on the whatever road that was in California. I saw their easy passes in there. So to me, that next year is a push out in terms of expectation. And I continue to believe that the primary reason for that is the supply of vehicles. And that is the holdup. I do not really think it's technology. I could be wrong. I don't think it's the technology. But look, Google itself, Sundar was also, I don't know when this podcast was recorded, he was on the Decoder, and when he was asked about the drop in search, which, I've referenced here in the past in terms of this relates to Waymo, right? If their core cash flow generating business is having problems, there's going to be more focus on Waymo and the decisions there. And when he was asked about this on Decoder, there was a lot of tap dance in terms of the AI's impact on what's going on in search. So, I think as time moves forward, I'm a big believer in AI. I think that puts Google at great risk. ChatGPT, specifically. Perplexity, I think, has at least had some more progress more recently with Samsung. This is going to, for Google, this will increase the importance of Waymo, especially since they frame Waymo as a manifestation of AI, right? So if you think of AI, hey, AI is the thing that's killing me on search, but look, I've got the physical representation of AI in Waymo. So that I think gets pushed more and more forward, in terms of the storyline for Google. Whether it gets spun out or not, we can debate that on another podcast, but certainly it's going to become part of the narrative on earnings calls, on investor calls, and so on and so forth.